In a bold move to trim the US federal workforce, the Trump administration made significant strides on Wednesday in its plan to conduct large scale layoffs across government agencies. This comes as part of President Donald Trump's ongoing effort to streamline operations and optimize the entire workforce. The Office of Management and Budget, that is the OMB, and the Office of Personnel Management, that's the OPM, issued a memo outlining the next steps in what's being dubbed as the Department of Government Efficiency, that is the DOGE's initiative. The memo gives agency leaders clear instructions on how to reduce their teams, with a goal of making the government more efficient while cutting costs and redundancies. So here's the deal. This new push is a continuation of the administration's multi-pronged plan to overhaul the federal operations. Over the past month and a half, tens of thousands of probationary federal workers have been laid off. Other employees have been placed on administrative leave, offered voluntary resignation packages, and told to return to the office full-time after a long period of remote work. But wait, there's more. A surprise demand was issued over the weekend requiring federal workers to submit a list of everything they have done over the past week, leaving many scrambling to keep up. This, of course, has spiked anxiety among federal employees, many of whom felt secure in their jobs up until now. It's worth noting that the federal government hasn't had a widespread reduction in force, that is the RIF, since the Clinton administration in the 1990s. So here's exactly what the memo says. The document issued on Wednesday outlines the principles agencies should follow in order to downsize. The basic idea is to eliminate unnecessary positions, reduce federal property holdings, and streamline budgets. But it's not all about cutting jobs. It's also about improving service to the American public and, of course, boosting productivity. Sounds like a plan, right? Well, the first phase of this ambitious project involves agencies submitting lists of divisions and employees who aren't considered essential, that is, those whose functions aren't mandated by law or regulation or who don't contribute directly during government shutdowns. Agencies also need to identify essential positions and divisions that provide direct services to the public. Additionally, they'll need to include a timeline for the implementation of these cuts. The deadline for submitting these plans? Well, 13th of March. Now, moving on to the second phase, agencies are asked to submit a vision for more efficient operations going ahead. These plans, which must be submitted by the 14th of April, should also outline any proposed reorganizations, including office relocations away from Washington, D.C. Yes, you heard that right. Some offices might be leaving the nation's capital. These proposals must also account for union agreements that could complicate cost-cutting measures. Agencies will also have to propose future layoffs, as in how many people, where, and why. Additionally, the plans should include a list of programs or divisions that might be exempt from cuts, along with an explanation of why they should be spared. And here's the kicker. The memo emphasizes that any future hiring should be highly restricted, with only one new hire allowed for every 4 people who leave. So, if you thought things were already tight, this new rule might make it feel even more cramped. Now, amongst all this, who's safe? Not everyone will feel the heat from these cuts. Certain positions, for example, those in law enforcement, border security, national security, public safety, and immigration enforcement, will be exempt from these reductions. The military and the federal uniformed personnel, including the Coast Guard, are also off the chopping block. Similarly, the United States Postal Service and the Executive Office of the President won't be impacted by these changes either. But, and this is important, any agencies or divisions that provide direct services to citizens, such as Social Security, Medicare, and veterans' healthcare, will need additional certification from the OMB and the OPM before any cuts can take place. The goal, of course, is to ensure that the service quality remains intact. While the Trump administration pushes forward with its plans to streamline the government, the memo highlights just how big the overhaul is going to be. It's not just about firing people, it's about reshaping the entire US federal structure to be leaner, faster, and hopefully more effective. But this plan isn't without controversy. Federal workers are anxious, unions are watching closely, and many are questioning how these changes will impact government services that millions of Americans rely on every day. With the deadline for the first phase approaching fast, it's clear that this is just the beginning of a much larger effort to reshape the federal workforce. For all news on the mass layoffs in the United States and Trump's orders, stay tuned to the official YouTube channel of the Indian Express, because this is going to be a wild ride.